Okay, this is weird. I've only seen a couple units fly down with their lights on. And they kept going straight, which was super weird. And he's still just hovering right here. So I'm right outside of Camelback. This has been going on a lot in this area. There's a cop that just turned left on the Campbell. So there's a cop down there at the light. So it just turned right after the light. There's a ghetto bird right here. Outside of Campbell High School. Was actually about to go get some sleep, then I heard this guy. This has been going on off and on for like a few weeks now. Okay, so he's shining it just past the church right now. So just doing circles around this church on Campbell. Wow, it's taking a while to get even someone in here, so just doing circles. I'm on foot. I thought it was closer to my place than it is, but I figured I'd get some exercise because I'm tired of being cooped up in front of a computer. Like, I think that's what they want everyone to do. Be all cooped up. Getting depressed. So it's like shining on the trees next to the church here. So making a pass, shining its light on this building in front of the church. I think I should probably cross. I would have drove if, or I would have traveled down here differently if I would have known. Yeah, I saw 2 cops come down this way. I don't know where they went, but the chopper is just kind of like going around in circles out here. Kind of annoying what they do here. Like it's a form of terrorism. I don't know who's on here. Just going around in circles right now. Okay, so one of the cops is down the street here. Okay, they're both right here. There's a ton of cops. 1, 2, 3. So it's Campbell, and I believe this is 31st or 30th. So the chopper shining over here. But there's a bunch of cops down the street. go No. No. Media. Media. Yes. No idea. Yeah, I didn't hear this call. I did think that I heard either fireworks or gunfire earlier, but nothing else was seen or heard. You can't tell I listen to the scanner a lot, so. So there's a bunch of cops down 30th Street right there. So it's saying turn around, go back the other direction to these cars. Okay, I had to do something real quick. Yeah, I was about to go to sleep on Campbell. Hey, what's going on? So we have a ghetto bird flying around on Campbell Ave in Phoenix around 30th to 32nd. Yeah, they're looking for someone. I've got my bright orange safety vest. Gonna walk back down to the street where all the officers are. This is kind of a wide block. I think there's a neighborhood off of 32nd Street. This is the next neighborhood over from mine. Like I said, I'm on foot, so sorry if I can't get places as fast. I really thought it was closer. Thought it was in my neighborhood because this chopper started like right next to where I stay, so I just went down this way. A couple cops went with it, so one of the residents out here was asking me what was going on, and I didn't hear this on the scanner. I have no idea what's going on really, other than they're looking for someone. So email me if you're getting any strange smells, or if you notice an abundance of helicopters that aren't the usual police helicopters, but either or. I'm getting some reports of potential spraying going on, and the CDC has been known to spray for Zika, which is basically mosquito repellent. So let me know if any of this is going on. So it's weird that they don't have officers like down here. They're all down, I believe this is 30th over here. And it sounds like they have a canine. So this unit just rolled up right now. So it's 911 571. There's a lot of cops down here on 30th. Sounds like they have a canine, potentially. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 just rolled up. So that's 8 on the street alone. It looks like they have someone with them. It's hard to tell, it's super dark. I need to get a better camera. Yeah, it looks like someone, okay, there's a couple people walking with them. Looks like someone carrying a child even. But like I said, it's really, really dark. Well, I'm just trying not to get in the middle of a police dog. So it's 011 221. What's your name and badge number?
Do you mind just stepping up there a little bit?
What's your name and badge number?
It's unsafe right here.
What's that?
It's unsafe right here, sir.
You're unsafe walking up on me like that. Remember, 6 feet distance. So, failed to identify. Yep. So there's unmarked. We're at 30th Street. Looks like the gang unit is here. So that's an unmarked. That's an unmarked. Looks like they have tactical out here now. So yep, they have some ARs out.
Down there on that corner.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
103.
Can you please maintain 6 feet distance?
You need to go to that corner, okay? I'm gonna walk with you all the way down there at 6 feet.
You gonna put up a tape?
Sound good?
Hi.
Hey,
And what's your name and badge number? What? Stop giving me directives. Give me your name and badge number.
I appreciate it.
And stay 6 feet away from me. I don't want to catch your germs. Yep, so the gang unit is here, tactical is here. Put up a tape. Stop hindering the right to the First Amendment. Could be sued. So this is a gang unit, there's a few of them here. So here's one of the gang unit cars. Georgia 616, Georgia Victor. There we go, so I could get a good shot. Yeah, hi.
Is this, you think this is like a burglary or home invasion?
Do I think it is? I don't know.
I'm just curious because it's a residential neighborhood. They got a lot of police here.
Yeah, I know they do.
Late, which is kind of
They have tactical and gang squad out right now.
and I
That's
heard
one of the gang.
gang squad.
Yeah, so that's the gang squad over here, the white cars.
Oh.
And then they have a couple other unmarks, which might
Yeah,
be
so several marks, yeah.
federal agents. Do you live around here?
No, I'm an Uber driver.
Okay.
Working, yeah.
I run Phoenix Cop Watch, and of course they don't want people seeing what they do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm all bright, because I'm trying to get a good shot.
Yeah, they had a lot of unmarked cars rolling with their lights off, and police rolling with their lights off.
Yeah, they have a bunch of officers down here with AR-15s, and then a couple of tactical members.
Huh.
So I'm not sure.
Wow.
The neighbor here was wondering what was going on, and then there were yeah, and I believe there's a neighborhood over here.
Yeah.
So
there's office buildings right over here.
okay,
Yeah.
the medical complex is.
It might be medical, yeah. I don't know what
Okay.
type of office, but it's an office. So this, what happens, I can show you the street here.
Yeah.
This is where we are. We're at 30th Street.
Okay.
And this is Campbell.
Yep.
Okay. So they're down here covering this area where it just wraps around like that.
Yeah.
See that? And then if we go over further, this is the like office building. I don't know what type of office over there. So I think they're trying to seal off both those streets. I was going down Roma.
Yeah.
And I turned around, went up here, and I turned this way.
Yeah.
And the helicopter got down really low right above my head and told me to turn around and go back.
Oh, that's what it was. I was wondering why it was saying that.
Yeah.
So you didn't see anything down there?
No, I was looking, trying to figure if I saw someone running, I could call 911, and I heard a police dog also. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard a couple too when I was down here. So
if they have police dogs, wouldn't you think that'd be like a burglary or home invasion type thing?
Not necessarily. Sometimes when someone is hiding, quote unquote, they'll bring them out.
Yeah, that's true.
To try to get them out, because these two officers were focused on the alley here.
Okay.
And they walked up to me and they were like, "Oh, it's unsafe." But it's like, okay, so you need to maintain an actual crime scene if it's unsafe.
Right.
So, and that's why I'm dressed in orange and I got my press badge, because like I don't want them going after me.
Right. Absolutely.
So. So you do Uber?
Yeah, just Uber Eats.
Okay.
I don't like driving people around.
Yeah, I don't
Too
blame
many
you.
psychos out there and too many strange people, so I'd rather just deliver the food.
Yeah, I get that.
And I didn't really do much Uber since basically last summer, but I thought with the whole coronavirus thing, it would provide a service to people that, afraid
Yeah.
to go out or frail or whatever.
Has it picked up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instacart too. I know they're looking for people right now.
Really? Now they're
Yeah.
struggling financially big time.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
for a while.
Because they lost their contract. They had a
With
contract with
Whole Foods, and they lost it.
and
Yep.
Amazon bought Whole Foods.
Yep. Got
And
rid of
merged
them.
Instacart. Yeah.
Yep.
You work in that business or something?
I used to.
Did you?
I kind of do a little bit of everything.
I also drive for Amazon too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they allow you guys to drive for Instacart as well?
Oh, you can drive for whoever you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The thing is, they probably would if they wouldn't allow that, because keep in mind I'm not an employee.
Yeah, contractor.
Right. So they can't.
So you do okay.
They can't even tell me what hours to work.
Yep. So
There's something good now.
that's a homeowner, I think.
Nope.
No, but there's a bunch of tactical guys down there.
What's that?
There's a bunch of tactical guys down there, and there's
Should I go in the house?
I don't think you're in danger, but it's up to them.
Should you have all your doors and windows closed, hopefully?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We don't have our porch lights on. We turn them on or keep them on.
I will send you the.
Walk towards you. Stay there, Kelly. Oh, really? Yeah, that is unusual. Oh boy, there are. Kelly.
And this is gang task force.
We were wondering why there was so much presence.
So starts a cough. I should have started coughing at the officers, but that can actually get you locked away, especially if you've been diagnosed with something. I've heard of people getting charged with assault after even being released by your doctor after being diagnosed with COVID-19. So it's gonna be crazy. People are gonna end up in jail getting charged for coughing. So, oh, yeah, hi. Yeah, I will. So these people know their neighbors, so. This guy might be a journalist. Hey, good morning, Sam reports. Yeah, so of course Phoenix police do not want people to see the truth. They're continuing their First Amendment zones.
Sorry about that smoke. I didn't try to do it.
So
Really? Oh, the speaker on the helicopter? Holy cow. Oh, that's why they're on foot now. You know,
so there's a tactical.
we have Kansas City.
I think that's tactical right here. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, that's tactical right here. Yep, tactical.
I'm the homeowner here. Can you tell me what happened?
Not sure exactly.
Is there a bad guy on the loose?
No, we're here.
Oh, okay. Any hurt? Was anyone injured?
Not that we know of yet.
It. Are you the PIO?
No.
Can you get the PIO? Yeah.
Did you
So
hear what he said?
what?
He didn't really say too much, but
They never do.
yeah.
They don't like people recording either. One time they taped me into a crime scene and then like made me wait the whole time.
Huh.
They blew up a house and no one was even in the house.
Huh.
It's quite common with them. They will have a subject.
You say they blew up a house and no one was inside.
Yeah.
Were they
With like.
hoping somebody would be inside when they blew
Yeah,
it up?
they were actually looking for a shooting suspect, but
It seems odd to blow up a house. Why not just have dogs go in and?
well, they don't really do things logical. Another incident. So yeah, maybe the guy was agitated. So one of his neighbors said that he was yelling at his aunt or grandma or something like that, and so
You're talking about here or some other place?
in South Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
And so the cops come and tell him, or go on his property and try to like ask him to come outside, and he's all like, get off my property, and was like, don't come back unless if you have a warrant. So they stayed there and basically agitated him. Ended up being the special assignments unit comes out, which is SWAT, and then they decided to shut off power for a 2-mile radius in South Phoenix for about an hour. And neighbors were asking, what about people with conditions?
Was it summertime or?
It was November of last
Okay.
year.
Huh.
So they shut. Well, still there's people on ventilators or
Yeah.
CPAPs.
Yeah.
So they shut off the power for like an hour, and then so he's still not coming out. So they decide to storm the place, even though there were children inside as well as other innocent parties. So the cops ended up shooting these two older women. Thankfully, they survived, but obviously, one of them was in critical care. The children, I have no idea what happened to them. Obviously, they shot the suspect dead on the scene. Um, they actually could have probably saved his life, but they took him out and let him bleed in the alley. So that's common for these guys. That's why I film them and try to make sure that they know that people are watching them. So
Is this car empty, or do you think someone's in it?
it's empty. They're not properly maintaining a crime scene, and I'm gonna report this. Because when I first started doing this, they were allowing people to drive over evidence and stuff. So they don't care. They get paid, and a lot of times they'll do stuff out of policy just because it's easy. So, and they don't think anyone will speak up about it. So I'm gonna mute this real quick. Maybe it's not the best time to do that.
I keep plenty of sanitizer and.
Yeah, I got one
smokers and
right
stuff
here.
in my car, yeah.
So this one's a dirty Fiat. So
Pretty dirty Fiat.
yeah, I got it at a crypto convention.
Oh,
I hardly ever use it.
I deliver food, so.
Yeah, I have a bottle in the car though. I decided not to drive because I thought this was a lot closer from where I stay. I stay over closer to 24th. So.
How? When do you, I wonder when this was called in and by
Um,
whom and.
So I wasn't listening to the scanner at the time, but I heard the helicopter, and usually they show up first, and then I see two units as I was leaving, uh, like zoom down Campbell, and then as I got up to Camelback High School, I saw one turn the corner real fast, so. And then they already have special assignments. I imagine that this was probably a stakeout, or they were here to serve a warrant, maybe.
Late at night?
They do it.
Laws on that?
No. So sometimes they'll do it really early in the morning, at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. There should be laws on it. That's how a lot of people get killed, because like the red flag laws, which are really big in Maryland right now, but usually they serve those really early in the morning. So of course your initial reaction, if you own a gun, someone's breaking in, I'm not awake yet, and so they grab their gun, they're holding it as the officers break in. Doesn't matter if they say they're police officers
Right.
or not. It's so early in the morning, you can't comprehend it.
Well, just because they say they're police,
Yep.
how do you know they are?
Exactly. So, so a lot of people have been dying because of it, getting shot by the police. There's been a couple of cases where the homeowner actually shot cops to death, and those are in the Supreme Court, whether or not if they were justified. I think no knock raids, if they don't identify themselves, and I think there should be a limit on the time where they can contact someone.
Speaking of limits, I had some coins, gold and silver, and old coins like rare dates and stuff like that I stored at public storage.
Yeah.
There was a break-in on November the 9th.
Yeah.
And I gave them a pretty good list of what was gone, including serial numbers and everything.
Yeah.
And they found somebody within like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fast. And they did a home invasion. They also seized a car, got a whole bunch of stuff.
Civil asset forfeiture. They're not allowed to do that ever since late 2017. Ducey signed a bill that states that they're not allowed to take anything that wasn't related to the crime.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. But what happened was the stuff they seized.
Yeah.
Um, I was able to look at it then on December the 18th, so it was like
So,
40 days after the crime or whatever. And my wife and I were down there. We were able to take pictures, but we had to wear gloves and couldn't touch anything. They showed us the stuff because they said this case is still pending or whatever. And you had multiple agencies involved. And Department of Economic Security was one. City of Scottsdale was another. Now the Attorney General is involved.
crazy.
And turns out that they found a bunch of papers like receipts and stuff that had my name on them.
Yeah.
So they had stuff tying that back to me. We found 3 coins where the serial numbers matched exactly what I'd put on my hit list, if you will.
Yeah. Of your property list.
Yes. But what they recovered was about, I figured, 6 to 7% of what was gone. So
Really?
a very small percentage. And then they're telling me that it could be another year or two before I actually get the coins back. I could go view the coins, but because the case is pending and all that.
And you're the
it'll be a
victim.
while. Yeah,
That's sad.
yeah.
That's
That's
very
insane.
sad.
And I don't know. Do you know anything I could do to try and speed it up? I mean, if I like drop the case against the burglar or whatever, would that speed it up?
Yeah, it would. Possibly, but I think the state's already assumed control. Because the state would have charged him even if you wouldn't have.
Right.
Because I think they might have found other stuff because might not be the only victim.
Right.
That's possible.
Right.
But the state can choose to continue the charges.
Right.
Good question.
I just would like to get my stuff back without waiting a year or two, even though it's not.
Hold up. I'm gonna give you my phone number because
Okay.
I'll ask someone
Okay.
that I know.
All right. Now the news.
I'm not
Or
sure.
just like phonetically, what does it sound like?
Bisco Bay.
Biscobay.
I don't
Okay.
remember.
I can just call ABC and ask them, right?
Or do a Google search.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's their like investigative reporter
Yeah,
type?
I'll look it up online,
Okay.
and after you message me,
Okay.
I'll send you his profile.
I'm thinking about actually even possibly suing public storage.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because...
Hold up. I'm gonna
in a place like London
Yeah.
is all the people wearing masks. You know why?
Yep.
Because the facial recognition doesn't work.
Yeah. Same with Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And,
Probably Singapore.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna drive them nuts.
So I'm glad like Phoenix is one of the cities that's not like super big on facial recognition because I'm from Washington originally, and
State or DC?
State,
Okay.
and so obviously there's Microsoft and
Yeah.
they own the whole city of Redmond. I was there not too long ago, and they have police drones flying around taking pictures of random people.
Wow.
They have facial recognition on their street cameras. It's getting absurd.
Oh.
Like Bellevue, Washington, Seattle,
I
Washington.
love the Seattle area, by the way, even though
It's pretty, but it's changed a lot.
what's going on here?
So I saw a family with a child walking down there, which was kind of odd.
Yeah.
Like maybe they were clearing the house.
Yeah.
So at least they got people out, unlike the other situation I was talking to you about.
There's someone coming this way
So
on the other side.
might be the officer for this
Yeah, the one
vehicle.
we just saw, yeah.
Yep. Can you speak on what happened?
I can't, no.
Okay, do you got a PIO or supervisor here?
There's a lieutenant that's down there.
Okay. What's their name?
Lieutenant Jimenez?
Jimenez?
Yep.
Thank you.
How long did you live in Seattle area?
I grew up there, born and raised.
I absolutely love it.
Uh,
One of my favorite places, and I've been all over the world. That's one of my favorite places.
it's nice in the summer, but
I can handle the rain. The rain doesn't really bother me.
I hate it. It gets depressing once you live there for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm down here and then I realized, oh, I'm not depressed anymore. And people are literally depressed for like 7, 8 months out of the year.
Dog
Yep. Okay, they're,
You able to zoom in and see?
yeah. But I need to get a different camera. So usually I'd be more defiant, but I was about to go to bed, and I don't really feel in the mood to question their
Right.
First Amendment zones, is what I call them. I've even asked to sign waivers, which I have every right, which protects their legal team against being sued.
Oh, they've asked you to sign waivers?
No, I've asked to sign waivers. Watch out behind you. Yeah, be careful. These guys don't like to stop, and sometimes they'll turn their lights off before they get here.
Right.
Like I've actually filmed them causing accidents and stuff. So yeah, so technically this isn't legal unless if they have crime scene tape up, and I usually get on them about it a little bit more bluntly than I did tonight. Because I was telling the officer that was trying to push me back before you got here, I was telling him, where's the crime scene tape?
You think that if you were a criminal right now, let's say in this area,
Yeah.
you think that, like, let's say you had a group of buddies and you'd all call each other when you wanted to commit a crime or whatever. This would be like a really good time to commit a crime because they get so many police here that they probably don't have many police in the surrounding maybe a couple square miles or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
course, at night, like you couldn't rob a bank now. I don't know what type of crime you try and do, during the daytime. Like if they had this during the daytime, and I was a
Well,
bank robber, I'd be thinking, okay, this is time to go rob
I
a bank.
I'm guessing with the gang task force here that this person was a suspect, probably did something suspicious or is part of an organization that they don't like if you're part of a motorcycle club, they'll stalk you. If you're part of any type of like political club even, or political group that's not the standard,
Right.
they'll go after you. So
Now the law you're talking about, where they what do they call it, civil asset forfeiture?
yeah,
So you said that became illegal in Arizona when? End of 17?
yeah, 2017, and I'm trying to remember the law and the bill. I have it in
And is
my.
that for all of Arizona?
Yes.
So it applies on interstate highways as well as city
Uh,
streets? And,
yes, but a lot of municipalities break it, and I'm getting on Phoenix about it, about them taking cars, and still. So that, and then they changed the law on driving on a suspended license, where they can't they can't impound your car automatically, unless if alcohol was part of it. Um, so
the thing that gets me, though, about the whole thing, just the concept of civil asset forfeiture is if you get some cop who's just like a liar or whatever, like a pathological liar,
yeah,
you can just say, fuck a drug deal. I think I'm going to take everything you got.
that's what was going on too. I'm from Linwood, Washington,
Uh-huh.
and they've been scrubbing the web a little because it's been harder to find previous news. But in 2005, the whole department was under FBI color of law investigation because officers were taking stuff from the lockup, um, even non-civil asset forfeiture that was supposed to be. So when they would do civil asset forfeiture, technically they were supposed to inventory it, and then they were supposed to put it in like an auction, and then that money would go back to the police department.
Right.
But they found out that a lot of the items weren't being inventoried. A lot of the stuff was getting pocketed by the officers.
Yep. I would be a bit surprised.
I think they found us. I think he was a sergeant. He took home. I think it was a Camaro or Corvette. He took it home, and then ended up going and extorting prostitutes for their services in this car.
Jeez.
Yep.
Wow.
So the whole police department, one, I think that's one of the people they got charged by the FBI, and then there were a few other people just for like theft, and one of them grand theft.
Now,
Because
you've lived here how long?
I don't technically live here. I travel a lot.
Okay.
Um,
do you remember the name Joe Arpaio?
yeah, I came as he was on his way out.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
I
I
was curious if he was behind any of the civil asset forfeiture.
yeah, he was.
He was.
So
Okay.
they have a fire truck going down the street,
Interesting.
which is weird.
So it's going down that street, and then it circles around at the end of the street, comes back up
Okay.
this street. So Roma, which is that street that he turned
Yeah.
on.
That could be medical. They might have their subject, and then
Oh,
so
someone had a heart attack or something like that.
no. Sometimes, like if they use tear gas, they
Oh.
usually
Okay.
or if the subject asks for it, they'll send medical. But
Did that fire truck have his lights on when he turned on that street?
no, they all break this policy, and I've been getting on them, but no one cares. Even Professional Standards Bureau, which is the internal affairs, they don't care. I've even uh, I've even pointed out that they were breaking federal laws, and they don't care.
Do you think these guys would try and be out of here before the sun comes up? Just to not create a
Well, yeah, that's what happened
situation?
at that incident where they shot up the house.
Mm-hmm.
They even shot one of their police dogs and one of their own members of the SWAT team. So they were in a rush to get it over by daylight.
Yeah.
And so instead of doing the smart thing from the beginning, de-escalating, because they could have staked that house out and then came back later when he left to go get a pack of smokes or went to do whatever he was doing. They could have got him then instead of creating a risk for a whole neighborhood.
Well, Alex, I think I'm going to head home.
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet you.
Nice
I'll
nice.
contact you
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah, nice to
contact
meet
you
you
as far
too.
as that guy from Channel 15.
Yeah, yeah. I'll let you know if I can talk to any attorneys or anyone that might know further about it.
Appreciate it. Thank
Because
you very much.
it sounds wrong to me. So
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone who would do it like what's the term they use?
pro bono.
Where they would only get paid if they win.
Yeah, yeah. I get that.
Okay, thank you.
We're not made out of money.
Yeah, exactly.
You might be able to do it yourself.
I'll leave it to an expert. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to get to know people because obviously, like, I can't really get any further. Yeah, probably. That or taste them. Hopefully they didn't shoot them, but there'd be an 8 car if they did. Um, we all know Phoenix, so there's no tape. They didn't bother to tape it. Yeah, it sucks when you're a victim, but they treat you like a criminal. Or don't allow you to have your property back when it's a property crime. I've heard some stories about marijuana too, stolen from someone with a card and then they seize the marijuana. I've heard that happen before. Hey, what's going on? How are you, USA watcher? Yeah, by the sounds of it, they might have got him with the dog. So, because I hear, well, oh, they have canines in unmarked vehicles now. That's nice to know. So it looks like they're all leaving now. So, Okay, they're joking about running each other over. Interested. 6 feet distancing. It's funny, they're not even... Don't hug and kiss each other. Six feet distancing. So you don't get sick. Don't kiss each other. Oh, wow. There's like 10 cop cars down here. So, yeah, the white vehicles are task force, which I believe are all gang task force. I believe these unmarks are fairly new. I'm not sure exactly what they are. So there's like probably 20 cops here, if not more. Oh, I don't get hit. Email the PIO though. So there's a bunch of cops over here standing around. Yeah, there's easily 20 people out here.
Don't go past right here. Sure. Don't go past right here, okay?
What exactly happened?
You have to get that from the supervisors.
Okay, what's your name and badge number? Do you have crime scene tape? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have a fire truck at the end here.
Go no further, sir.
Do you have crime scene tape?
Huh?
Do you have crime scene tape?
No, I just ordered you to do something. Please comply.
And what's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Collar, 7482. Please comply.
You can go home if you want. You're my employee.
You're absolutely correct, sir.
You guys might want to start doing social distancing. 6 feet apart.
Recent an incident. You have a nice day. Watch out for traffic. Like I said, you need to get on the other side of that street, like right now.
911 610. Don't hug and kiss each other. So I'm at Sells Drive and 30th Street. Oh, what an asshole.
Looking out for your well-being, sir.
No, you aren't. You guys just don't want to be accountable. If you blind me, you're gonna get sued. You guys are tyrants. Stop it. You guys are committing a federal crime right now. 18 USC 242. Deprivation of rights. So this is unmarked Charlie Michael Oscar 7872. Unmarked Charlie Lima 77860. He's breaking federal law right now. I demand you to arrest him. Please stop violating my rights. Turn that light off. You're going to be sued. You are breaking 18 USC 242. Turn that light off.
You have a good night, sir.
What's your name and badge?
About it.
No, I do. You're my employee.
No, I don't work for you. Have a good night.
Okay, fine.
Bye.
You're gonna get fired.
See you later.
You're gonna get fired. Turn your lights on. You are breaking federal law right now. You're depriving me of my rights to film in public. Stop. It's not funny. You are gonna get a criminal complaint. 911-610. I'm coming for you. Yep, and then speeding through the neighborhood. That's what they do. Bunch of criminals here. They don't care. They don't work for the people. They don't care about anyone. It's about their thin blue line pension. We need to get rid of it. Warren versus District of Columbia. Read it. Tell people you don't serve them. And it's 1983 is at 18 USC 1983, I forget. 41. I haven't been the same since the virus, the communist virus, or shall I say maybe the government virus, because it came out of at least one government lab. And I can't really see. So they're out here blinding me, trying to direct me on a public street. Won't give me names or badge numbers. 911-610 is going to get a criminal complaint. They didn't even tape up the scene. So there's a fire truck down here, and there were over 20 cops here with the Ghetto Bird. They had tactical SAU, as well as I believe the gang task force was out here, and other task force. So I'm at 30th and Cells Drive. Yep. At least one was honest and said he doesn't work for me, so. They need to be more honest with the public and admit that they don't work for the public, even though that's wrong. But at least be honest about it. That's all I ask for. So I don't know if they shot someone or... street. I'm in my hood. They're trying to tell me what to do in my neighborhood. 811-851. I'm all better, by the way. I'm not feeling sick anymore. Do you have any idea what happened? Okay. Bless you. So we got another fire. I believe that's a fire engine. Oh, that's an ambulance. Yeah, they might have shot this person. Or injured them. Because you have ambulance and fire truck here. Yeah, so they're calling it a barricade. So it was a barricade situation.
Nobody got hurt. Shot and stuff.
So I will email because he's on the phone and he probably won't give me a statement. Back up a tiny bit though, so I'm not interfering.
So we have that. Unfortunately, that's not in place, but we have it secured. We actually heard the shot by the
So shots were fired.
yeah, we just got fired inside the house. So my boss wants to go in with that closer investigation.
Shots were fired. I'm really not sure though. Yeah, so ever since your video, I'm pretty sure they train to keep people away. Hold up. My battery's died. I didn't expect to be out here. So they got a gurney out. So this doesn't look good. Yeah, ever since your video, I'm pretty sure they train to keep people away that are filming. Pretty sure it's part of their training, which is unconstitutional. But, you know, when people are doing bad, they want to hide, so. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on. Like I'm in a orange vest even so that they can see me. So that they can't say that they're afraid. Because that's blown out of proportion too. Don't be a cop if you're going to be afraid. Especially of your own shadow. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they didn't even put crime scene tape up or anything. They're all gonna get a complaint from this. Yep, so they have someone on the gurney. They loaded one person up. So Fire's about to leave. Not sure if he's the only person. Let me make sure I'm charging. Yeah, I think they shot non-lethal. What exactly happened?
I just got it.
So they didn't want or expect the news to show up. That's kind of a bad sign. Because this, having like 20, 30 cops out here and then them not wanting people around is definitely an issue. So, kind of a weird response from them. So one's being transported to the hospital. I guess shots were fired at some point. Not sure if it was the subject or the police, but shots were fired. So I will get the address out here. I think it's 3020, that's 24, I think. So there goes Fire. So 23, trying to get the address so that I can get a statement from the PIO, because he's reporting to the PIO right now. So it's 3026. So it's 3026 Cells Drive. Literally 30 cops here. So Supervisor 911542. What do you mean north or south? I believe it's the side of the street. So I'll just email for course, no lights. There you go. Driving like a maniac too. So folks, I'm probably going to call this, unless if you were on your way, then I could wait for a bit, but if not, that's cool. I thought I was going to be having an issue for a minute. Worse than it was, so. Yep. North. North Sells Drive. Or east. Sells Drive East. East Sells Drive. Yeah, there were literally 30 cops here. He might have tried to text me, this man that I just met, but I don't carry that phone with me when I do this, in case they detain me, so that I at least have a phone. So this is really my only device that I can use. Hold up. Yeah, hey.
Did you get any more information on what happened there?
So shots were fired.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what happened. I have to email the PIO.
Okay.
So shots were fired and they transported one.
Transported a person like to the hospital?
Yeah. He didn't look like he was in critical condition.
Was it the as you go in on cells there on this side of the street,
It's
the third house down?
Yeah, it's a left. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Thanks.
Yep. And then yeah. So if you could tell, I think you drove by when the cop was shining his spotlight at me.
Yeah.
That's pretty common. They'll like to be filmed.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You have a good night. Be safe out there. So, yeah, it's crazy world we live in today. So, I just hope that person and everyone in that house is okay. So let me try to read this. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought you might be getting up for whatever you got going. But hit me up later. I gotta go get a couple hours of sleep because I have a lot to do tomorrow. I have to talk to Lieutenant Neal and make an official complaint on the security officer that followed myself in Guadalupe. So I'm gonna make a complaint on the officers here because they didn't maintain a crime scene with tape, and then just failure to identify, and the one cop who was trying to blind me the whole time. So yeah, you too, man. It's a crazy world we're in right now, but as long as we got our neighbors back, as long as we continue doing what we do, things will be okay. So I'm gonna sign out of this. You all have a great night. I'll go live if there's any retaliation or anything crazy. Alright, bye.